Comedy indeed. Welcome to They're Not Funny. My name is Jimmy Pardo. This is episode 1306. I thought I had something in my pocket that was jabbing into my buttock, my right buttock, but I'm doing okay. There's nothing there. I'm wearing pants, Matt, that are reversible shorts.
Oh.
These are reversible.
Huh.
You know what you don't need in your life?
Reversible
shorts. I flip them around, and they can go gray.
Interesting.
They have there's pockets on the inside.
So you got pockets both sides.
I'm more than happy to show you.
Okay, I didn't ask,
Right?
but
I'm more than happy to show you. So here's the deal.
whoa! You want some music for this?
Yeah, come on. Who's in, baby? You want me to twerk? Put my ass in your face? See, look it. It's got there, and then there's the
wow.
The pocket from the inside. I can wear a
Not
balloon that I
not the same pocket.
No,
Two different pockets.
two different pockets.
It could be confusing if you switch up and then you go reach in your pocket. Hey, I thought my thing was in here. I feel it, but I didn't get. Oh, it's on the other.
Yeah, I do that with my cock on a regular basis. I say I thought my thing was in here, and then my wife says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's the joke being I have a small penis. Welcome into the program, everybody. I'm wearing reversible shorts. I wish I could reverse a lot of things, like the last 60 seconds of my life. I made a big stink a couple of weeks ago on this show about just change your pants. Who cares? You're on the side of the road. You got to change out of your long pants to the short. Do it. Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yet I became very self-conscious as I was doing it here, and I got scrambles running around adjusting lights or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
While I'm trying to show my reversible short pant. What was he doing? What were you doing, Spider?
I was turning on the camera. I neglected to turn on the wide camera that would let us see the pants.
The one that that's not my camera.
No.
I'm seeing something in that. Never mind. I'm not worth talking about. It will lead us down a wormhole that we'll never get out of. No, the reason behind that. Got it.
Yes, sir. I would absolutely do that.
If you're going to force my hand, okay, force my hand usually means something negative is coming.
Yes.
And not a. I
know
negative,
you.
Not a 45-minute dissertation on lights.
Well, for you, that's negative.
Yes, I know. I just said it. In retrospect, I'm.
You're praising me then.
Are you wearing short pants, Elliot?
I am not.
You're not a short pants. You wear short pants from time to time.
Sure, I do.
We're all in short pants today. It's a hot day outside.
It is.
But 90-something degrees, 90-some-odd degrees. I have plans to go to Hurricane Harbor tomorrow. Guy's day out at Hurricane Harbor.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. Haven't been there in... it's going to be minimum 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done... You're not a fan?
I loved those places as a kid, but yeah, I've never done that as an adult, as far as I know.
We talked about it here. I've talked with Pat. You got beat up at one, right? Isn't that why you're against those?
I did. That was just an amusement park. There was a few water slides, and then there's also roller coasters. So it was a mixed use.
Hybrid?
Yeah.
Hybrid?
Yeah.
Hybrid co-ed? It was co-ed? Mm-hmm. Boys and girls? You ever go to the all-boy amusement park?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Not really. More fun than you'd ever imagine, man.
A lot of noogies at that place.
A lot of what?
A lot of noogies.
Boy, it sounds like your version's different than mine. Yours is more frat guy fun. Mine's we're all fucking.
Shirts off.
Yeah, we're all banging, man. I mean, it doesn't start there.
Right.
But, once you're waiting in line for a roller coaster for so long, it's like you're bound to experiment.
Sure.
And you don't do that at a regular amusement park because there's children. And you don't want it with women. You don't want
So this is an adults, male-only, adults only.
Adult, male only.
Great.
But then in this world, there's also adult, female only.
Okay.
And then there's places called Kiddieland, and that's for the children. But they do need to be accompanied by an adult.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just drop them off there.
I saw a sign. Where was I? Oh, I went to Universal Studios yesterday.
I saw that your daughter had a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, that is her main reason to go. Like we had the, if you buy a day, you get a year. We did that last year, so we were like, we should use this before it runs out. It's running out in a few weeks. And like for her, she was like, "Oh, I got a cinnamon bun." It's like that's the main attraction at an amusement park.
But at least you get her there. It's a positive vibe. It's not kicking and screaming, no? Or is
right?
It?
Yeah, no, it wasn't kicking and screaming. That we would just cave in and not go if she was going to fight us on it.
You saw some signage?
Yeah, so there was a sign.
That's good parenting, by the way. Let her be in charge.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, there was a sign there. Have you been there?
Where?
Universal Studios.
You mean in this actual? Like, what do you mean?
The park, the amusement park.
Yeah, it's been a while though.
So you might not have seen this. They have this whole Curious George water play area.
Oh, how's that?
It's cool. It's like the only thing she can do or wants to do there
Right.
because that park is 99% like kind of they're trying to scare you. Their rides are
it's 15 and up, basically.
Yeah, it's all
maybe 12.
Yeah. So and we made the mistake. I think I told you about it. We took her on the tour, and the tour is just nonstop scares. It's just like King Kong is coming at you, and then Jaws is coming at you. So anyway, so this is the only part she likes, and it's just water cannons and buckets and all that stuff. And there was a sign that said adults. It said adults must be accompanied by a child. And I was like, is that a joke?
I think it's a combo. I think it's a joke, and I think it's also they don't want two 18-year-old guys in there shooting water at each other.
Right. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, or the creeps. You got the creep aspect. I think it's more that they don't want 22-year-old guys.
Yeah,
in
you're
there.
right. That's the correct. I think you're right. But at the time, I was like, are they trying to be funny? Because it should be that children should not be unaccompanied by an adult.
It's both.
Yeah.
But they also mean it. It's like when you go to a playground and they say, for ages 12 and under, they don't want the teenagers taking up the swings and the rocket slide. She wants a rocket slide. She wants a rocket slide. That's a song called Rocket Ride, and I believe it's off Kiss Alive 2. It's on the fourth side of the album, second side of the second disc. Vinyl, we're talking.
Right.
Newly recorded songs, because they couldn't pad out a full concert with 4 discs.
And yet they couldn't bear to edit down to one record.
You couldn't. You really couldn't. I hear what you're saying.
So this is not, that wasn't even an option, right?
I don't think so, because they were doing a thing at the time, which I wish they still would have done, where like the Kiss Alive was the concert that looked back at the first 3 albums.
Mm-hmm.
Kiss Alive 2 was the 3 albums in between those. Mm-hmm. I wish they would have kept up with that, because that was because then you're getting new music. But now whenever Kiss puts out something, it's the same, it's the Dirty Dozen plus a couple more. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, welcome into the program. Let's talk about this. I know we usually save something like this for the free feed, but I was thinking about this in the restroom. It's a disservice to I know people complain, why am I hearing commercials if it's a free thing? Well, you know what, though? If we do it quickly enough, and I'm not saying that, I think that they're not hearing, the people that pay, the few that get annoyed by it are outvoted and outweighed by the folks that don't care, because somebody we make it entertaining. But also maybe it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So by not hearing something about somebody that wants to advertise, and I put advertise in quotes, for somebody that wants to hear me make fun of their product, that's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb for these 3 people to steer this ship.
Okay.
Right? So what's this dumb thing we're doing?
Warby Parker?
Warby Parker.
Yeah.
Now, I had trouble with that the last time. That sounds to me like it's War v. Parker, and Parker wins.
It is not.
Guy can't lose.
It's not WAR space B period Parker. It's not like a guy named War and his middle initial is B.
Are you sure?
Parker.
I guess you would.
I'm pretty sure. It's Warby, WARBY.
Warby. The gentleman's name is Warby.
Last name Parker.
Those guys just invented something else. They have a new business.
Oh, really?
You ever look that up? Because I actually kind of like what they're doing. I think I did it. I think it's Truman Shaving Supplies.
Oh, they're taking on.
Or Harry? Is it Harry Shaving?
I think maybe Harry or Henry.
I think it's Harry. Like, isn't Harry? And then I think I bought the Truman. Mm-hmm. I was going to tell you to look into that, Elliot. Actually, the Truman. I think they're taking on Dollar Shave Club, but I think I like their model better. I think that those Dollar Shave Club commercials are very funny and entertaining, but I think I like these guys their product a little nicer. Okay. I'll know when the product comes, but by the looks of it on the internet, I think I like it.
Yeah, all right.
Is it that?
It's Harry's.
It is Harry's. It's Harry Truman.
Oh, okay.
I bought the Truman. What else can you buy over there?
You can buy the Winston, the Truman set, the Winston set, Harry's blades, and shave cream.
Yeah, it's all and these I got the Truman set for $15. You get the handle, you get a couple of blades, you get a shaving cream, and then I think somebody comes over and gives you a whack in the ass. So that's not a bad price for $15.
Great.
I'm going to tell you this: if it doesn't come with that, I'm going to ask my mailman to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Take a look at this ass. Give it a good whack there,
Here,
sir.
I got a paddle right here.
He's very friendly, my mailman. He might do it. He might see the humor in it.
How about your water guy? He'd definitely do it.
My water guy will talk about it for 45 minutes, and then that's its own ass reaming. But these guys, right? Isn't it the same guys that did Warby Parker? Yeah, it's the same guys.
All right. Well, they didn't pay us to advertise that, but there you go. Get those razors. But also,
I like the model. I got the Truman.
Okay. Warby Parker .com is a site for buying prescription glasses or even sunglasses. They have
And so
those too.
and they send you 5 frames.
Yeah, you pick the frames.
As many as you want, right? Up to 5.
I think up to 5. You pick out the ones you think look like you might like them on their site. They send you samples for free.
You look at them on your face. Are they glassless?
No, they have non-prescription lenses in them.
Just regular glass in there.
Yeah.
And you look at them, you dangle those off your nose, you look inside a looking glass, and you see which ones you like the best.
Right.
If any.
Right.
Maybe I don't like any of these 5. Send them back.
Yeah. You send them back, get 5 more. Well, we keep doing it as long as you want, and then when you go to when you find one you like,
I finally found a pair. I found the right retro looking. I'm going to walk through Silver Lake. Everybody's going to admire my frames.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get my mustache wax.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a bicycle built for 2, and I'm going to ride around Silver Lake.
You're painting a picture here. This is for everybody. You don't have to be some.
I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
This is what I'm doing.
Okay, great.
I'm going to get my mustache wax.
Would you ever draw a mustache on your face?
What do you mean by that?
Like a big curly, just draw it with like a.
Like for Halloween?
No, I mean, if you're going to go to Silver Lake, you're not going to grow a mustache and then wax it. That's going to take too long.
You don't know how long it takes me to grow a mustache.
Just draw it.
You are obsessed with shaving.
I would love to do it. There's 2
There
things
you
I would
go.
love.
You shave. You're always clean shaven.
It's the 3rd time he's interrupted the fucking speed bump. What? You fucking see? This is the thing. I was going down a path of comedy. I'm riffing over here,
Hey.
and then I got to deal with your bullshit. It's becoming. For the listener that doesn't like advertising, do you think they like me yelling at you every week? Do you think that's a positive for them?
They
You think
obviously
they do?
do.
They enjoy that?
Yes, everyone raves about your yelling.
That's something. What are you doing?
I have to look up the code. I forget. I think it's NNF, but I forget.
Why? Who needs a code?
The code for Warby Parker.
That we get the
Jesus Christ, are we horrible?
Well, look, you're yelling at him. I got plenty of time. I know that takes 5 or 10
We're
minutes.
the worst. We are the worst advertisers.
You don't have to draw attention to it.
We're spokesmen. How can I not draw attention to it? You pull out your phone. I look at you playing Tetris.
Because you're yelling at him. Finish your yell.
It's done. Now I'm yelling at you. I like how you're trying to defer this or deflect. I don't know what you're doing. The only guy that's in my good graces here today, and I'm serious, is two-tone shoe Garen Cockrell. Look at those shoes. They're two-toned. Look at his fucking shoes.
They're great.
There we go.
What are they? Is that Penguin?
Are those Penguin?
No, they're Converse.
Those
okay.
are Converse. I've never had a comfortable pair of Converse, not in my entire life. I had Chuck Taylor high tops when I was a kid. How do you think they looked at me? Like kiss boots. That's how stupid they looked at me. Looked like I was
Those always look stupid when you first put them on because with that white toe that was so clean.
the high top.
Yeah.
And
They
then-
just
and
looked
then-
like, they look like clown shoes.
But again, I'm 3'7".
Yeah.
And but speaking of clown shoes, I was on the Our Lady of Loretto Lancers. Our team colors were white and red. So guess what color shoe they wanted us to wear?
Red.
Yeah. So you look ridiculous in a Chuck Taylor high top. And the workout these shoes got, sitting there patiently waiting to knock it in a game. These things, I could have returned them at the end of the season and got my money back, and they would have went, "Oh, good for you! You didn't wear them." That's how little I played for the Our Lady of Loretto Lancers.
It's a mouthful.
The Our Lady of Loretto Lancers.
You just call yourselves the Loretto Lancers?
I think it was the OLL Lancers or whatever. The Loretto. No, they never said Loretto. Where do you go, Loretto? I went to Hometown. That was the public school. But if you went to CCD, Sunday school, you can play on the Catholic at the private schools.
Does that cost money? I never.
What's that? CCD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew.
Yeah. Imagine those teachers got to get paid, right? They don't.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was part of the church's budget.
Boy, that's a great question. I don't know. Doesn't the church want you to give them money every fucking chance they can get?
Yeah, but I thought maybe that was they saw the value proposition in brainwashing children at a young age.
Well, I like that character. Yeah, I had George Felkin was my teacher. George Felkin. He was great. He was great.
The Falcon.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, he's one of those guys that I wonder what, like, when I think about what's he doing today. Is he he was married. And I think he might have had a small child, but
He was a younger guy then.
he was a younger guy and he was hip and happening. But it's like one of those things. Like George Felkin either went one of two ways. He's either the greatest guy, good dad, maybe a teacher somewhere, or he's in jail for molesting children. Like I don't know where George Felkin went in his life, but he was great. He would take us to ball games. He would give us ball gags. So now that I said it out loud, I think I know which direction he went.
Probably. Did he wear glasses by any chance?
No,
because he could get a great
He
job.
probably does now as time goes on. I mean, I need reading glasses.
Right, you get older, you need
Sure. So Warby Parker.
Yeah, once you pick the frames you like, you order them, you put in the code NNF on checkout, and you get expedited shipping for free.
I get my. Hey,
no,
hey,
Grover.
Near, far.
Never fear, Super Grover's here.
That went down the wrong throat.
Yeah,
Maybe some esophageal trouble.
you've had a lot of troubles ever since you got that second throat put in.
I don't know what that means, but I like to laugh. Wrong pipe. Is that the premise behind that? I don't get his joke.
Our Lady of Loretto just chimed in.
Our Lady of Loretto. I went to hometown. We were the hometown Vikings. I think they've changed their name to like the hometown Honeybees. I don't know why that happened.
What? What's
I don't
wrong
know.
with Vikings.
I don't know.
It's a perfect mascot.
Isn't it?
It's not offensive to anybody.
Boy, there was one we passed the other day that was. Oh, this was great. No, Oliver. God damn. Let's pretend. It might have been the Lancers. Culver City. Gary, look it up, please. Culver City Middle School, and see who the what their mascot is, and then I'll quote Oliver. We went to a fair yesterday. We went to the Culver City Fair, and it doesn't matter where you put a fair. It's still funnel cakes and white trash. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you could drop that in the middle of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Even in Hawaii, somehow the tilt-a-whirl is going to be full of no teeth. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't matter where you are. It's like Culver City. That's going to be great. And you get there and it's just the smell of shit food. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting a sandwich.
I think we have an answer.
Yeah.
Culver City Panthers.
Is it the Panthers? That doesn't sound like it was it. I want to say it was a guy on horseback.
Culver City Middle School, home of the Panthers.
Definitely
is
Culver
only-
City middle. That was the exact name. There's more than one
There
middle
might be-
school in Culver City.
Yeah, there might be more than one.
Let's say it's the Panthers but it's not. It's a guy on horseback. But I don't think it's Lancers.
Rough Riders?
That's it. But you see Gary Lucy's post on Facebook today, the picture where it said it's a picture of a kid in a sweater and jeans and it's for an ad for some brand called Tough Kids.
Oh, yeah.
And what did he say? You don't want to mess with this hombre. Something like that, right?
Yeah, it was like the most preppy
Just
looking
preppy looking
dork.
kid. Like what advertiser went, okay, we got our photo. Yeah, like who approved that?
The clothes don't even make sense with the name.
None of it.
Like
None of it.
Take the kid out of it, and it's like, why are these called Tough Guy or whatever?
Maybe they last a long time when push comes to shove, but
Yeah.
the
was
kid looked
very
like a prep school. What do you got, Garrett? Anything? Culver City?
There's an article saying that they adopted the Centaur, but
That's it.
No.
Centaur.
Centaur. That was it. It was the Centaur.
Okay.
Thank you. It wasn't a guy on horseback. It's a guy who's a horse.
He's always on horseback.
He's always riding bareback. So Oliver said, why couldn't we be the Centaurs instead of the Owls? No, he goes, why couldn't we be that? They get the Centaur, we get the Owl. But he delivered it like a Catskillian, I guess with perfect timing that I can't replicate, but it was beautiful because it's right. And I laughed out loud, but not enough that I didn't want to, let him know. Yeah, the Owl sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
I
I don't think so, but I appreciate now when
Owls are hunters.
when he starts reading. Listen to me. When he starts reading, hear me out. When he starts reading Harry Potter, he's going to find out owls are pretty cool, and
I hear what you're
they're going to be
saying.
excited to be the owls.
Well, I hope so. Because on paper, or when the guy shows up to events in the owl costume,
Yeah.
man, I'm embarrassed for everybody involved.
Owls are badass.
They are.
They're really. I mean, they're not nice. They actually. When I went to Lake Placid in July. We went to this like preserve that's like a place where they like rehabilitate wild animals that are injured or whatever. And they had an owl, and the guy was telling us that how like everyone like when some cats are killed in a neighborhood, they're like, we gotta get these coyotes out of here. We gotta get this guy's like 98% of cat deaths are from owls. They're not. It's not coyotes. It's owls.
So that makes them, and I'm going to quote you, badasses.
yeah, they're eating cats. They're like Alf.
I think Oliver would be happier with Elf as a mascot. Willie!
Who wouldn't be? That's a great mascot.
I used to be able to say that one line. Willie! That's it.
That'd be the only mascot where the costume is exactly the same as the real character.
Right? How great would that be? We're the Culver City Elves.
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Someone should do that.
I would love the
Where did they
school.
shoot that? If they shot that at Sony, that's the perfect
Right?
mascot.
I don't know where they shot it. Probably, I'm going to say CBS Radford, but I don't know anything about it.
Well, it was an NBC show. Doesn't tell us anything. Maybe Warner Brothers.
Yeah, but it could have been a studio involved.
Yep.
Sometimes a CBS studio show.
Look that up, Garen. See if you can find out where they shot Elf.
Elf. The Culver, the Cheviot Hills elves. I love it. Wouldn't you want the elves?
Yeah.
The hometown elves?
Yeah, it's a little awkward to say.
It's
it
hard
like
to
that.
say, but
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's still good.
I just love the idea.
The shirts and everything
The
would
shirt,
be great.
the guy comes out and at halftime does a little dance.
Yeah.
You got children, you got built-in audience.
Hey, kill me!
Yeah, really? I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Got to make this happen somehow.
I'm in. And then you know who they beat the Panthers. There's no doubt they beat the Panthers.
They
Right?
eat the
cheetahs.
Panthers.
Yeah, that's what the premise.
You beat 'em and you
Panther,
eat 'em.
cheetah.
Yep.
Right? Who else goes
Lions.
down? The lions go down.
Yeah.
The tigers.
The kitty cats.
Right? The kitty cats never have a chance. Those guys aren't good.
Yeah.
I love it. The elves.
Someone make this happen. So
Like
I don't
some
even care
small
if it's
charter school should just have the balls to
here. Yeah.
do it.
Well, Oliver goes to a charter school.
Yeah, to get the fucking owl that you claim are badass.
Well,
This guy comes out with his mason board or those mortar boards.
oh, he's like a graduating elf.
Yes, he's
owl.
because they're wise.
Right. Yeah, he's like
They're wise because those dummies don't know anything about lollipops, or they're way too invested in knowing how long it takes. Just eat your goddamn treat.
It varies based on the person eating it. I mean, there's no one answer to that question. The licks, I'm saying,
Are you him?
it's not consistent.
No, of course it's not.
I guess the joke was that it took 3 because you couldn't help
Yeah,
but
you'd
bite
go, oh,
it,
this is great, crunch.
that has to be the worst possible thing for your teeth. Let's
What's that?
bite into a hard
Munch on
piece
that
of
thing?
sugar.
Yeah, Jawbreaker's gotta be worse. Golf ball's awful. Right, so we can all agree on
Golf
that.
ball is the worst.
You got an answer, Garen? No.
Still hunting.
All right, keep hunting. You're doing great, Jeff.
That's one of those. That's information you could always find that out about a show that's on now, but like an '80s show, that's going to be hard to figure out.
Was that the 80s or 90s?
Alf, that was the '80s.
Was it 80s?
Yeah,
When was that on? 80s.
The mid-'80s,
I'm going to
yeah.
say 86 to 89.
somewhere around there. Yeah.
Man, there's always...
What the fuck?
I was shutting the volume on my phone. Sorry.
With a series of Morse code beeps.
Do you come in here with a list of things to do to piss me off? Like, hey, these guys haven't mentioned me in a minute. Where's my list? Turn my phone on and then have that make noise so then I can say I'm turning it off. Is that something you wrote down on a piece of paper?
No.
Your microphone's not on. You know
I
that,
realize that now.
It's
We don't
on.
need-
It's just
we don't-
low.
We don't need them on.
It's true.
But it wasn't on, and yet it picked up that phone real nice.
Yeah, it did.
You hold it right up.
Right? Somehow that had its own microphone.
Man, that looks weird. An oversized can and a regular.
It's
cozy.
not good, but I didn't want to get the. It was condensating.
Nice.
Condensation. There was condensation.
Yeah.
And so I didn't want to put it down flat, so then I put it in this thing, and I hate everything about it. Hate it.
You know who we could ask if any of us knows him about the Alf thing is that guy Jerry Stahl. Is that his name? The guy that wrote that book Permanent Midnight that they made into a movie with Ben Stiller. Did you ever see that?
I did see that. I don't think I liked it.
It's all right. It was, but that was based on
I
his
think
life.
I liked the book.
He was like a crazy drug addict, and he was a writer for Alf.
Yeah. I liked the book. I didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
Probably for 2 words.
What?
You know what they are. Ben Stiller. Now, Warby Parker, we done with that?
I think we got it. The code is NNF if you want expedited shipping.
It's a good deal. Again, I don't want to belabor the point. I know you guys get mad when we throw ads into the...
And don't take this chunk and be like, where we started and where we ended is how long the ad was, because you know damn well that's
right,
not true.
You're right. I don't need to listen to 9 minutes of that. You didn't. You heard about Alf and how Matt and I are starting a charter school so that we can have a good mascot. That's what you heard, you assholes.
Yeah, maybe.
And when I say you assholes, it's the same as when I say all Corolla fans are idiots. I don't mean everybody. When I say assholes, I'm talking to a handful of you dicklocks. I don't know what a dicklock is.
I think that's another new product from Warby Parker.
These guys they're moving on.
Yeah.
They got the glasses, they get the shave, now they're going to go dicklocks.
Sometimes you got to lock it up.
Right? Keep that thing in your pants. You don't think Spencer's Gifts has that back in that adult section? The dick lock.
Yeah.
Hey, is your man stepping out on you? Like in some awful actor that got paid $100 to go, "Eh." and then it's a fake pair of pants, but then the lock is through the zipper.
On the fly.
Yeah.
Love it. It's like a chastity belt for guys.
Yeah, right? There's no doubt they make the dick lock. They probably don't call it that though. They probably call it
they make it.
No, they make it.
It's just too weird
There's
of a
no
joke.
way. There's no way. They make it. I guarantee they make it.
Garen,
It's
look
not
up.
called dick lock.
I mean, it would be kind of funny. I guess it just seems like you're
There's no
inviting trouble.
doubt in my mind.
People make those jokes about women all the time.
You buy
like
it-
bachelorette party. I
listen,
see it. But
let me tell you something. I hear what you're saying. In my day, in the 70s, when I would go to when you go to the gag area of those stores,
Yeah.
these were what they were. It was nothing but this. So a bachelor party in the 70s. When they, when they weren't listening
You're
to
right.
Zeppelin
That is the
doing
perfect-
blow, that's
yeah.
the perfect. Hey, we got Bob a dick lock.
because marriage is like prison. You have to lock your dick up.
Because they even sold the ball and chain, like the fake ball and chain.
Yeah, it's the same premise.
It's the same thing. So of course they sold it. There's no doubt in my mind.
All right.
And if they didn't, I'm getting Warby and Parker on the goddamn phone, and I'm going to go into the dick lock business.
Hold on, we have.
What do you got, Garen?
There is a product called Cocks on Locks, the chastity belt for men.
There we go. Cocks and
Boom.
locks. You don't want that?
And is it a real thing or is it like a gag thing?
It looks to be real. I'm trying to load the site right now.
Like, are they selling it as a thing that is necessary for people, or
There's something called the Cock Lock Intruder, which is a penis ring, and that's $49.99. You can get that at thechaingang.com.
Okay,
Hey,
I
look,
think
we're not
you're on the wrong
advertising the
site.
chain gang.
You're on the wrong site, Garrett. I don't know. I know your homosexual head immediately went to some website that you had bookmarked. But I'm asking for a gag gift that you would lock up your zipper with, not something that you were going to do at the manhole later on. You and your buddy of yours getting back at your father for not giving you a hug when you were 17. That's not what I need you to do. I'm asking if there's something along the lines of a gag gift at the back of Spencer's, or I can get over there at Oz locally, AAHS, I think it's spelled.
yeah, it's not it's not like the Wizard of.
It's not the prison, certainly.
No. To the people who work there, it might be like the prison, stuck in that hellhole of
Present ID to go into a place to buy these products.
what?
What's the ones you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Gag gift. Somebody buy at a trick shop. Not one of these crazy things where I gotta, be raped.
I just remembered that we got a gag gift for Oliver. We got him a real gift, and we also got him a gag gift for. It's not a gag, it is, but I don't know if I should tell you or not. You're gonna hate it. As soon as Elise showed it to me, I was like, "Oh, Jimmy's gonna hate that," but I actually think Oliver will like it.
Well, don't tell me about it. I want to be disappointed when I see it.
I'm warning you ahead of time so you don't have a heart attack when you see it.
But there's a gag gift and an actual gift.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I think that's nice. A nice two-parter.
Yeah.
We look forward to opening that after Oliver's party. Turning 6 years old.
I got him a gag owl. Is that weird?
God. The timing was so. Why did they get that? We get the owl.
It is the perfect word for that.
Right, it was
delivery,
perfect.
too. Owl.
We got the owl just down. All right, listen, let's take a break. Right, this was a strong start, no doubt about it. Right, did we cover everything?
Yeah.
We started the show. I'm having a tough time.
Sure are.
I'm having a really tough time. You know what I blame for this? Reversible shorts. I blame that. Very hot outside. It's very hot. Going to Hurricane Harbor. I'll give you an update on that next week.
Thank you.
Gil Martin, Chinnery, Francis Pardo.
I was invited, or at least Pat invited me. I cannot make it. I have a meeting. I apologize. You may not have been aware of any of this. You may have specifically not invited me.
It wasn't his place to invite anybody.
He was the one that wasn't going to make it, I thought.
He's making it.
Okay.
He's making it. He's going to David Naughton this thing. Anybody?
Yeah, making
Anybody?
it. I was thinking of that movie
Anybody?
when you said that. Making it.
Making it. That was
It's a song?
TV show.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a movie.
No, TV show. Making it. Starring David Naughton.
What am I thinking of? I was like picturing a video box, but I must be thinking of something else.
Making it wasn't that also a Tom Cruise movie?
That's what I was thinking.
You're thinking of that movie. Jack Earl
is that what
Haley,
it's called?
Tom Cruise, Shelley Long.
Yeah.
Isn't that called Making It?
Karen?
It's one of those things that like came back out like after
He
Top
got
Gun
famous.
or
Yeah.
the one before Top after
Yeah, it was
Risky
early.
Business.
It was real. It was.
and it's like the same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy. Look, we did a movie with him.
Yeah.
And-
it was his. What was the movie with Eddie Murphy in the tank? Best Defense.
No, but it wasn't even. But the Best Defense was. That was still after. Wasn't that after or no?
I think it was shot before, like Trading Places and.
But
48
then they
Hours.
flipped the advertising and made it a big deal. And Eddie Murphy, and
Yeah.
he pops his out of a tank for a minute and goes back down.
Right.
He pulls a Dukakis and then, goes down to Santa Monica and experiments. What?
Losing it.
Losing it. That's what it was called.
That is
Losing it.
what I was thinking of, though.
That wasn't a bad movie, right? Don't they go to Tijuana to get
I never
laid?
saw it.
I think that's the premise, right? They go to Tijuana to get laid, and then they pick up Shelley Long, and she's running away from a marriage or something or a wedding.
That is exactly what the plot is.
Right, and
Nailed it.
then it doesn't Cruz end up banging her in the back seat with a Ted Danson mask on?
I don't know. I haven't seen
That's the version I made.
That reminds me. What was the one with Johnny Depp and I think Rob Morrow?
Johnny Depp and Rob Morrow.
I'm pretty sure that was the cast. It was like two guys. They were at a resort. Last Resort. Is it called The Last Resort?
There was a resort one. Was it called Last Resort?
Private Resort.
Private Resort. Thank you.
I remember
Is it Rob Morrow and Johnny Depp?
Yes.
Yes.
Jesus.
A lot of shenanigans.
I bet you Johnny Depp did better acting in that than in Lone Ranger.
Probably.
He's just doing shtick now, right?
He's a mess.
Let's get him back to acting.
Yeah.
He was a great actor. I know that's one of those things like, he was a good actor, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
But he was great in Johnny Darko. Donnie Brasco. What am I, Pat's mom? You ever see that, Johnny? I can't do it. That's not fair.
He's a guy that I want to see him lose that tan for just a little while. It's just gotten so...
You know what it was, that Hunter S. Thompson thing? That's where he started with that, and then it was like he became a clown.
Yeah.
Let's get back to acting. Mm-hmm. Right? You know, like that tan.
I
don't like
that
his.
tan.
I don't like his mustache.
Yeah.
You know I love mustaches. You know, like waxing that thing up every
It doesn't
morning.
even look like a tan. It looks like he's just rubbing dirt all over himself. He looks dirty.
He does look dirty. Then he talks like a normal person, human being, and it confuses me.
Yeah.
Right? Because he looks like he's in a costume. He looks like he's in a getup. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work, man, to put all that on.
You
to
know
go
you're
somewhere.
just doing too much when the guy on Hollywood Boulevard doesn't even have to wear a Jack Sparrow costume. He can just dress like that, your clownish
Right.
persona. Like everyone knows, you don't have to look like him. Just put on like the little vest and those glasses and have a crazy goatee.
There's that guy.
There is that guy, yeah. He's
there's
walking
Johnny
around
Depp.
Hollywood. Oh, yeah, it's Johnny Depp. Oh, what makes you say that? Oh, you know the clownish costume he's wearing.
Right, right?
That Johnny Depp wears in his everyday life.
He does, but that guy does look like Johnny Depp.
He does. He actually is a close enough. He's got the hair. I mean, like, I think if you took it all away, who knows? But that's what I mean. Johnny Depp is such a handsome person.
Right.
But he's
But what's
hiding
this guy about? This guy on Hollywood Boulevard. That's the guy I want to learn about. Not the Spider-Man, not the Superman, because sometimes there's a Superman where the guy's like, he just bought a Superman costume and walked down there with a permit.
Right.
But that guy looks like Johnny Depp.
He's the best one out
which
there.
means he's handsome. So what's that guy's deal?
I don't know. Probably crazy.
What made him flip that now he needs to sell his ass down on Hollywood Boulevard?
Because that's what those guys are really doing.
I like seeing those guys get mad when they take the picture. The person doesn't know, the out-of-towner doesn't know to give them money.
Right.
And then, like, it's not free. Well, we don't know that. We're in from Ohio.
And also, you're not allowed to take money. That might indicate that it should be free. Or
So what do you got to do? You got to...
they like point to the pouch that they all have on their belt, and you have to stick it in the pouch. They can't take it.
So it's stripper style.
Yeah.
Like stripper can't take the dough.
Right. It's creepy, right?
Yeah, I had the little Bo Peep down there, took it with her puss. I just wanted to say puss again because I know the listener enjoys that.
Yeah, it's always fun.
All right, let's take that break. I promised. We'll be back. Josh Comers is going to be here.
First timer.
First timer Conan writer.
Yep.
Friend. We're off this week, so Josh has an opportunity to come in and be a guest. Always got to get these guys during hiatus. Mm-hmm. During a hiatus.
I'm nodding in agreement.
We'll be back.
The second annual LA Podfest is coming up October 4th to the 6th, and Never Not Funny will be there live. It'll be October 5th. That's a Saturday, 6 p.m. Go to lapodfest.com for tickets and more information, and enjoy.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the program. Jimmy Pardo here. Lead microphone. That's what I'm going to call this from now on. I'm over here at lead mic. Let's go around the room. Let's talk about what's happening. We got a lot happening. We got a lot in the news we got to dive into. Mm-hmm. We both came in here full of angst, full of excitement, full of anger about this Miley Cyrus putting her ass up in Robin Thicke's junk. That's a sentence. I hate when guys call I hate the term junk when it comes refers to penises. Mm-hmm. I have no problem with it if it's on Sanford and Son.
Right.
And he says I collect junk.
It's an accurate description.
In today's vernacular, I'm going to look out and I see nothing but cocks in that guy's yard. And Grady having a great time.
Or women's asses.
They call that because they got
Junk in the trunk.
but it's the trunk.
Yeah.
Right?
Trunk junk.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's confusing.
No, you made it confusing. It was not. It was very
confused myself.
Yeah, you got yourself in a circle. And by the way, if you need another guy to join you in that circle, I'm in. I got a lot of experimenting
With
on
your
this show
junk?
today. What?
With your junk?
Yeah, I'll bring my junk and I'll bring my Red Fox party albums. I went off on that. I did the Brian and Jill podcast. Brian,
You've gone off on that here.
about the Red Fox party albums?
Yes.
On who? Because they play them on XM all the time?
Yeah.
What trucker, I'm going to say it as I always say, what trucker is driving around and calls in and says, I need to hear more Red Fox? They play him so much on XM radio. I can't imagine. It's almost like I want to think the Red Fox estate owns XM radio.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for them to be played as much as they are.
I'm not a millionaire, so I don't listen to a paid radio.
Are you suggesting I am a millionaire? I'll give you this. I'm in the 1%. But that doesn't make me rich because my car came with a satellite radio.
I'm kidding, but I don't have
$600 a year.
Yeah.
What?
$600 a year?
It's not that much, is it? How much is it?
Can't be.
All right,
I think
$50 a month.
Yeah, I think it is. I also get the traffic, so it's traffic and radio, whatever that package is.
Wait, what did you say,
I think
Elliot?
it says it's $50 a month.
Yeah.
It's not that
It's
much.
insane. No, there's no way it's.
I think it's like $1 a day. It's like $356 a year. But I get the traffic, which is additional, so I think it comes up like $570.
Man, that is cheap.
AM 570. We're going to talk about what's going on out there. We're also going to get inside that dugout. Top of the hour. We haven't done it in a while. Sweeping the out-of-town scoreboard.
Perfect.
We're going to do it. Lee Hacksaw Hamilton with you. Let's go around the horn. Speaking of around the horn, over there at first base from Pop Culture Beast, Garen Cockrell. Hello, Garen.
Hello, sir.
Doing a great job so far today. In the break, we still did not find out about Alf, where that was shot.
I cannot find it.
Yeah, we'll get it by
Maybe
next
our
week.
guest knows.
No,
He's
there's
in show business.
no way he knows.
So that what they
Guy
tell
had,
you when
guy
you.
had trouble with oatmeal the second he walked in. You think he knows where Alf was shot? Guy had a breakfast food he couldn't handle
Everybody
himself with.
who works in showbiz, they're like comedy writers. They
I'm
all
in show business,
sit
you
around.
motherfucker.
You're
You
not
think I would know?
You're not a comedy writer. All the writers get together and they talk about where every single sitcom was shot.
I like that you fixed that. I like how you fixed that he's in show business. I'm in it.
Yeah, I know you're in it.
I'm on
saying-
camera.
I get it. I'm saying he's in the Writers Guild.
You've done a sketch. Don't get offended. You showed up in 2 sketches. Anyway, Garen, good to have you here. You're looking great. You're sporting the Never Not Funny, the premium shirt that you get with the high level subscription basis. Looks beautiful. Fits nicely, right? It's a nice soft. That's from onecolor.com. ONEKOLOR.com. Mario DiGiorgio minding the ones and twos over there at that disc jockey house that makes the T-shirts. Over there in Video Central. Second base, I'm calling it today. From INDHD.com, Elliot Hochberg. Hello, Elliot.
Hello.
Thumb is up. Got it. You said enough in the first segment. That's all you get now. Agreed. He agrees. He leaned forward to agree into a microphone that's not working.
That's true.
The funniest thing that I ever saw Bill Dwyer do, by the way, he was doing his he was doing his game show at the Improv, and it was not going well. And so somebody couldn't be heard, so he took his microphone out and handed it to somebody, and then still insisted on talking into the mic clip. And he was talking to it. I go, how's that sound? And he looked out, and he just did that crazy Bill Dwyer laugh where he realized he's an asshole that's been talking into a mic clip for 5 minutes.
Oh, he wasn't doing it for humor.
No,
he really.
he was
that's
like
awesome.
talking like creature of habit. The honcho, Matt Belknap. Matt, you're doing great.
Yep. Good. Thanks.
You're looking fantastic.
Thank you.
Fit, trim. You got the short pants on. You have short pants on, Josh?
No.
You got a jean? Got a denim?
Jeans. Yeah, you told me it was going to be on camera. I don't want to be in shorts on.
Yeah, but we're not dancing. It's from the waist up, baby. It's radio. Although I show my underpants.
It's not radio because it's a video. So if it was radio, maybe I'd be wearing shorts. But
Well, aren't you joyful? Don't come in here with that attitude. It's not my fault that you had trouble with breakfast. My friend Josh Comers is here. It's a pleasure. First of all, it's ridiculously stupid. It's been this long since you've been on for you to come on the show.
hey, man, I'm sorry. I've been really busy.
I was putting it on me.
Not being asked.
You even showed up to Parkastathon once. I didn't put you on.
Jim, I've been following you around like a puppy dog for years. Just waiting for some crumbs to be.
Well, you
thrown
got
away.
it. Now you got
and
it.
I appreciate it. And this is the introduction I've always dreamed.
Do
of.
I? I was about to go into it. You're the one that derailed it. I was going to say.
It was like this guy doesn't wear he's not wearing shorts and he sucks eating oatmeal.
Well, you're not
All
good
right,
at it.
well,
I saw the way you
okay.
handled that
All right,
spoon. You
that's-
didn't know how to do it. Some of your
Yeah, but the
was all
spoon was
crumpled.
like it came in the oatmeal, so they can't have an extended spoon. So it's like
How about that? That'd be a nice spoon, though. Then
that? It extends, right?
right? Like not like those straws that the kids get for their juice boxes.
Right.
Right.
Smart.
Let's get Warby Parker on the phone. We're doing that now. We're doing extended forks.
Okay.
Instead of the foldies.
Extended
Yeah.
tensile? Extended tensile. What do we
Foldy's
like
not
on this,
allowed.
guys?
Stencil.
What?
Extensile.
Extensile? Nobody
Ew.
cares
Sounds like
for
a
that.
stencil.
Sounds like stencil. Sounds
Yeah.
like pencil. It's out.
Yeah. That's a good name for an extendable pencil.
Extend. What did I say? Because I liked what I had, and then numbnuts clunked it up again.
You know what? There's no obvious way to name this thing.
Extensil's not right.
No.
What did I say?
Extendo fork?
Extend a fork?
Yeah, but it's going to be
Extend a spoon?
spoons too.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
be all
doing
of it.
knives.
Well-
We're doing everything.
Okay.
Warby Parker.
Wait. One side's a fork, one side's a spoon.
And then it pulls out, and then I use it like a.
Expendus fork?
Extendus fork.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. There's a reason Jimmy hasn't asked.
You're the
me.
professional writer. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, I'm fried.
I know, yeah, we'll talk about it. At any rate, we'll come up with that. We'll get Warby Parker. I'm sure that, you know what, let's be fair. I have the idea. It's up to Warby Parker's going to want to weigh in. I don't want to do all the work.
Yeah, they got good naming. They named their razor after a president.
Right?
That's nice.
America needs you, Harry Truman. Harry, are we getting lies? So
let's call this the Clinton. You're a big Clinton fan, right?
America needs you, Harry Truman. Name of the album.
I don't know the singer.
I've never heard.
The name of the song is Harry Truman. It was a single released in 1972. America, 74. It might have been 75. America needs you. It's off Chicago 8. Who wrote it?
Robert Lamb.
Robert Lamb.
Somebody in Chicago.
We're learning slowly that Robert Lamb's written some odd tunes in addition to some classics.
Policeman. What was the other one?
Because I am a policeman, you know.
Sorry.
20 years of
apologize.
nothing to show. America needs you, Harry Truman.
Is this like his storyteller phase, where he's just like?
They're all storytellers. Saturday.
Right.
That's a story.
Some stories are better than other stories, apparently.
I was talking about the state of the union. Good song. He's got some classics.
He's like the Studs Terkel of adult
I don't know
contemporary.
what that means. I don't know who Studs Terkel is. Isn't he a coach?
He interviewed people around America about what they did for a living.
Who's the
and-
coach named Stud?
I don't know.
I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Spuds McKenzie.
Am I allowed to talk yet?
Yeah.
I don't know how this. Okay.
You're always allowed to talk. The second you walk in.
Okay.
And you did. You walked in bitching about oatmeal. Now listen, here's the thing. I was going to run it up. I was going to give you a nice thing, and then you derailed it by your not being asked joke.
It kind of worked though.
Yeah, good stuff.
Come on.
I don't disagree. Josh is a good guy. Josh and I met at the Conan O'Brien program. It was we were Todd, Josh, and myself became quick friends, fast friends. We spent a lot of time in the forced hiatus.
And you, myself, and Sarah Palin. Don't forget that.
We have the great photograph that I used to tell that story. I told it on this very podcast.
Sure.
And I used to tell it in my stand-up act of
Yeah.
you and I meeting, of being forced to take the same picture with Sarah Palin because you wouldn't take two more pictures.
Yeah. But it's a great picture.
Right?
Good
You
story.
looking like you kind of want to be there. Me looking, I don't even know how I'm looking.
It was a goof.
But we got to meet her.
Yeah.
She's going to be president one day.
Seems like that ship has sailed.
Farther and farther away we get farther away. I think she's getting sharper. I think she's workshopping this thing. She's woodshedding the concept, and she's building up a fan base.
Couldn't even carry a TLC show, man. She's gone. She's fucking done.
That's a good
Conan
joke.
won't even do a joke about her. She's so.
Is that true? Are you comfortable talking behind the scenes like that?
Am I? I'm fired. I just got a text. I'm fired.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind. He does nothing but Palin jokes. In fact, he insists on them. Give me 100 a day, no less. At any rate, writes on Conan. Are we allowed to talk? You just finished writing on
The roast.
the
of
James Franco roast, which was last night. I
It
saw
was-
some
Yeah.
photographs on that. Some folks that were on the red carpet.
Yeah.
Carpet.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the roast. How did it go?
I think it went well. I think it'll cut together nicely.
Over there on the Sony lot?
No, it was at Culver Studios.
It was Culver Studios.
Yeah.
Right near Sony. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was fun. It's weird because it's a TV taping, so it's someone goes up and roasts, and then there's 10 minutes of people just sitting there.
Why? Now,
So
why?
it's a weird energy, you
So,
know.
but why does that happen, Josh? Why isn't there I understand it's TV taping, but why not just tape it live to tape? Like, I mean, we do that in this business.
I don't know, and I wish it was like that because I feel like it would flow better.
That
But
explains
they
a
don't.
lot. I never knew that they did that.
But no, I usually I think they still cut together usually well.
I get tired of them after like the fourth person.
Yeah, but that's just because you might have the criticism that a lot of people do, like, oh, that's all the same joke. This guy's the fat. This guy's the gay. This woman's
Who's
whatever,
gay? Who's the
or-
gay guy on the panel this time?
Everybody.
Everybody's queer.
And because those are the jokes you write.
Well, that you choose to.
No, they're just the joke. I mean, it's just there's certain areas you have to hit, and they're often broad. You can't get too specific. It's just like monologue jokes. You have to make it work. There has to be some kind of agreed upon, some kind of consensus on Jonah Hill's a dick who takes himself too seriously, and he's fat. So you'll get both of those type of jokes.
Is he still
You
fat?
can't do jokes about Jonah Hill has crazy eyes, because what he might, but no one really.
He's not known for his crazy eyes.
Right,
He's not crazy eyes.
So it's broad strokes in that sense. But James Franco was the one who there were a lot of gay jokes written about.
A lot of gay jokes, a lot of drug.
But his
humor.
were justified. It wasn't just random. There was stuff like Natasha Lazara being a slut. Like, who says she's a slut? Like, she doesn't have a
Who
reputation.
says she's a celebrity? Now listen.
But it's just that she doesn't have maybe an angle right now that's so clear. So it's by default, you're a woman, you're a whore. It's not fair. It's not fair, but it is how it is.
Right.
And if you're a guy, you're probably taking shots to the eye of another guy or something. This is how the roasts are.
So who'd you write for this time? Or do you write for everybody?
This was a weird one because I've written on a couple others. I've written on the Hasselhoff one and the Sheen one, and I love I love I've done your show many times.
The Right Now with Jimmy Pardo over at the Nerdist.
Yes,
It used to be called Jimmy Pardo Needs Jokes. Before that, it was called
Writer's Room.
The Writer's Room.
Yeah, and I've done a couple. I've done a bunch of them.
You've been great on
as
it.
a comic and a writer. And what was the question? No, really, what was the question?
You were saying that you've written a lot for a lot of roasts.
Oh yeah.
I asked you who you wrote for this time,
yeah.
and then you went into some tirade.
Oh no, I was trying to
you
give you a
love-
backstory, but the problem is
You were
when I
saying
get
you love-
backstories, it goes so far back I forget the question.
You were saying you love writing roast jokes.
That's
Seemed
it.
like that's what you were
Yes,
saying.
That's it.
But this one was weird. I know why I was going to the backstories, because with those, this one was different. With, say, the Hasselhoff one, you get like Hulk Hogan, Jerry Springer, George Hamilton, guys who have nothing to do with David Hasselhoff. Right. I'm pretty sure there's a very weak link there, if at all. So, and also these aren't comedy guys, so they don't have their own writers. They don't have any comedy chops. Certainly Hulk Hogan doesn't. And so, but the fun part is that's who you're writing for. Like, there maybe a Jeff Ross or somebody else gets a few of the scraps at the end, but they write their own stuff or they have their own people. And this one was different because it was, and the dais was like all comedy people.
And for the most part, they all know each other, right? That's what I think I liked about this lineup.
Yes, and it's the one complaint that people always I hear about the roast is like, the old ones, Dean Martin and Sammy know each other, and this one, what does Hulk Hogan know about Jerry Springer? But so this one they did know each other, but on the other hand, I actually kind of after last night, and it went well, but I also kind of realized it's kind of fun when there's a little randomness. I don't know, you just get some variety up there, and it opens the avenue to different types of jokes about these different types of people in different fields.
So there was no wild cards this time. There was no.
No, not really. I mean, you had the big stars: James Franco, Jonah Hill, and Seth Rogen, who was the host. And then you had on the panel, you had Sarah Silverman, Jeff Ross, Nick Kroll, Natasha. Who am I missing? I know I'm missing. Bill Hader and Andy Samberg. So normally this is the longest answer, but normally we write for like the random celebs.
And there's no real train wreck. There isn't the Jerry Springer. There's none of that.
No. So you kind of make fun of, it's like career joke. Your career's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that kind of stuff.
How much time does each person do, Josh?
About 7-8 minutes.
Oh, that's
maybe. Maybe the host does a little more. Maybe James Franco does a little more. I call him Jim now. We're pretty.
Did you call him Jim?
No, I called him sir, and I didn't look him in the eye. It's the same way I have to act here. I was told, at least.
No, you're not doing it.
Sorry.
You just looked at me while you were telling me that you can't do it. You did it. Look me right in the eye.
But did you write for Franco? I mean, because he needs jokes too, right?
Yes. I did. I mean, I wrote for him. I mean, there was also less opportunity to get stuff on because a lot of these guys did come into it.
They came prepared.
I mean, Bill Hader needs the roast writing staff. I mean, he's got great writers, and I'm not saying that we can have jokes that can top all theirs, right? But they
Give me your
so that
best
was
joke
weird.
that didn't get on. It doesn't have to be your best. Give me one that you liked. Because
Okay.
I do like,
All right,
as much as I say I get bored after 4 guys, I love a roast. I love it for about 4 people, and then I'm done.
Well, you have to, because you do that show, you appreciate it.
Yeah.
Even if you haven't written a joke in is this a bad avenue to? Is this?
I was just waiting to see the number.
Oh man!
Oh,
Don't
boy,
stare at
here
me
comes
like
the stare.
that. Shit. My best joke. Let's see if I can break it with a stare. Hey, Andy Samberg's here. Hey, the dick in the box guy's here to roast the dick in the ass guy.
Nobody used that?
It kills me that nobody used that, Jimmy.
Because it's horrible.
What?
You didn't hear it? Do you want to hear it back?
Jimmy,
the dick of the box guy is here to roast the dick of the ass
It got a
guy.
laugh from
Nah,
over
it's a good
there.
joke. It's a good joke.
It's a good fucking joke.
In fairness, that could be Elliot wanting to say something.
I desperately wanted that.
You
one to
pitched
get
it to
on.
everybody. Nobody wanted it.
Well, you can't say you pitch it to everybody because it's not like it's not like a job fair where you go down the line or something. When terrible analogy, but
I think it's a good enough. Speed dating.
something like that. Yeah, I mean, I pushed my jokes that I believed in as much as I could without being completely annoying, and I failed. I was completely annoying.
I'm going to tell you something. Had I been on that dais, I would have done that joke. 6 times.
I gave it to Natasha. I think she was gonna run it a few times, and then she showed up. It was not in her script, and I was like, fuck. So, but I'm glad. Hey, look, the world's hearing it here.
There you
So
go.
Sure.
I was able to get it out.
Exclusive.
People can appreciate the dick in the box joke I wrote.
Give us another one. I like roast jokes. I'm a fan of them.
I have them on my phone. Okay, also everything's got to be so dirty, and it's frustrating because I love writing the dirty stuff, but it would be nice if some stuff that was just not dirty.
Now, let me ask you this. When you say it has to be dirty, is that a mandate from the network? Or
No,
is
it's just those things just pop more. I mean, they're the ones that are going
They
to
do.
rise. They're going to get the reaction. They're going to get the bigger laugh.
Because the room's full of
If you
dumb.
have a cock and balls in there, that's.
But don't you need to build up to that with something?
what
like,
I think.
It would hit harder if you had some clean ones and then a really dirty one.
I totally agree.
Which is why, I hate to interrupt you, which is why when Jeff Ross said, I wouldn't fuck her with B. Arthur's dick, it hadn't been dirty yet. I mean, it was building, and then that joke was a fucking hammer.
Yeah.
Now it's nothing but hammers.
It's all
Yeah.
hammers. Like another joke I was trying to peddle was, and also it was there's so many subject matters that aren't touched. Like, all right, this guy James Franco, he does a lot of stuff. Let's talk about his teaching. Let's talk about his art a little more. And there were jokes on that, but in my mind, I would have liked to have seen some more. So I had a joke. It was like, oh, James Franco, I love your art. Why did you stop when you were 6 years old? Right? That's
a good joke.
It's a good joke.
Hey guys, Matt here with some dates for you. Josh Comers is online at joshcomers.com and on Twitter at joshcomers. Elliot Hochberg is going to be at Strategicon this Saturday, the 31st of August. At noon, he's demoing his new game. He is making games with a friend at modestgames.com, so check out their booth at Strategicon. And finally, Jimmy Pardo will be at the Skyline in Appleton, Wisconsin on September 20th, the Strand Theater in Shelbyville, Indiana on the 21st, and Wise Guys October 11th and 12th, that's Salt Lake City, and Zanies in Chicago November 1st and 2nd. Go check them out at jimmypardo.com and enjoy.
To see this whole episode or for more great content with comedian Jimmy Pardo, head over to Pardcast.com. Don't forget to share, rate, and subscribe.